Okay, folks, the live stream has started. Just wait a minute while I confirm it. Okay, live stream has been confirmed. Turning on the computer recording. Turning on the cloud recording. All recordings are rolling. Good afternoon. Welcome to New York City Council's remote committee hearing on fire and emergency management. Everyone, please turn on your videos at this time. Silence all electronic devices. All written testimony can be submitted to testimony@council.nyc.gov. Thank you. Chair Arreola, we're ready to begin.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon. I'm Councilmember Joanne Arreola, and I am the chair to the Committee on Fire and Emergency Management. Today, I am joined by my colleagues, Council members Schulman, Feliz, Yeager, Kagan, Carr, Riley, Hanif, Gennaro, De La Rosa, and Sanchez. Today, we are voting on two important pieces of fire safety legislation related to electric space heaters. First, proposed introduction 106A, sponsored by Council member Shahana Hanif, will prohibit the sale of portable electric space heaters unless such devices are equipped with certain safety features aimed to minimize fire safety risks posed by overheating and tipping over. Second, proposed introduction 131A, sponsored by Council member Perina Sanchez, will require the fire department to conduct fire safety education and outreach related to the safe operation of electric space heaters in residential settings. Additionally, the law will require that all safety materials disseminated by the fire department will be made in the top 10 most commonly spoken languages in the city. Introduced in response to the deadly Twin Parks fire earlier this year, which was started by a malfunctioning space heater, these common sense measures will promote public safety by ensuring that space heaters sold in New York City are equipped with industry standard safety features and that New Yorkers are sufficiently educated on safe operations of these commonly used devices. I want to thank the administration and council staff for all the work they have done in finalizing this legislation. And I will now turn it back to council staff. Anybody?
Chair.
Okay, great.
Chair, I believe the sponsors of the legislation want to provide opening statements. Chair Sanchez.
Oh, okay, great. Yep.
Sure, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Chair Arreola, for this vote today. This city council is committed to fire safety for all New Yorkers. I just want to speak just for a second on Intro 131A, which I've introduced and is coming for a vote today, which, as the chair has said, will expand educational outreach and increase language access for so many immigrant communities across New York City. There has been a lot that we've heard throughout the past few months about the work that the FDNY does and that the city of New York does to educate communities on fire safety. But language access has been a recurring theme in terms of what we need to do better and more of. We need to provide more language access. And one particular thing that I'm excited about is for Intro 131, the educational materials that will be produced through this bill will include the new restrictions that will be created through Councilmember Hanif's Intro 106. So, you know, this is the first package of legislation addressing the Twin Parks fire. It's just a start. Just a little while ago, we voted for a few bills out of the Housing and Buildings Committee. And this does not mean that we now rest. We continue to improve building and fire safety in in tangible ways across the city of New York, including holding our landlords accountable, modernizing our fire and building codes, and ensuring code enforcement is working in the best interests of all New Yorkers. So thank you so much, Chair Ariola, for this today.
Thank you, Council Member. Councilmember Felice, would you like to make an opening statement?
Thank you so much, Chairwoman Ariola. I want to thank all of my colleagues who have been working on these many different pieces of fire safety legislation. On the issue of fire safety, we must do many things, including number one, tackling the issues related to the causes of fire, including defective space heaters and also space heaters that are unsafe. At the same time, we have to work on additional legislation to make sure that in the case where there is a fire, families could safely escape. And this is why we were able to work on self-closing door laws. I want to thank all of my colleagues for the different pieces of legislation that we're working on the issue of fire safety. And I'm looking very forward to continuing to work to tackle all the causes of fires, including space heaters, but also e-bikes, which is an emerging problem, and many more issues. I want to congratulate all my colleagues for all the work they've done on this issue. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilmember Felice. I'd now like to ask Councilmember Hanif to speak on the bill that she's proposing.
Thank you so much, Chair Ariola. Good afternoon, everybody. I appreciate you, Chair Ariola, for including Intro 106A on today's agenda and for your proactive support on this bill. Thank you to Councilmember Felice for introducing this bill with me and for your continued leadership on this issue in the face of immeasurable pain. And thank you to many members of this committee for signing on as sponsors, including Councilmembers Riley, Yeager, Holden, De La Rosa, and Schulman. I also want to thank committee staff for your tireless work. The tragic and avoidable Twin Parks fire in Councilmember Felice's district was caused by a space heater that was on for a prolonged period of time and then overheated. Incidences like this are a leading cause of fires. And according to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, portable heaters are involved in about 1,700 fires per year nationwide, resulting in about 80 deaths and 160 injuries. Unfortunately, we know that we cannot eliminate space heater usage in New York City. And while landlords have an obligation to their tenants to provide adequate heating, this obligation is often not met and residents are forced to use heaters to stay warm. Intro 106A will ensure that heaters are as safe as possible in order to prevent future tragedies. If passed, it will require all space heaters sold in New York City to be equipped with one, a thermostat, two, an automatic function that disables the heater upon overheating or tipping over, and three, safety certification from a nationally recognized testing laboratory. This would significantly reduce the risk of a heater causing a fire. Along with the other bills on today's agenda, this legislation would go a long way in creating a safer city. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Councilmember. So I believe we're ready for a vote.
Good afternoon, William Martin, Committee Clerk, Roll Call Vote, Committee on Fire and Emergency Management. On proposed introductions 106A and proposed 131A, both items are coupled. Chair Ariola.
Aye on all.
Thank you. Holden.
Aye on all.
Thank you. Yeager.
Aye.
Thank you. Riley.
Vote aye on all.
Thank you, sir. Gennaro.
Madam Chair, I wish to speak on my vote.
Go ahead, Councilmember.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. I want to congratulate the sponsors of the bills for a great job. And I thought I was already signed on to both bills, but I'd like to ask the clerk add my name to whatever bill I think I'm certainly on one, but I thought it was on both. Sorry about that. So I asked the clerk to put me on both, and with that, I proudly vote aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll get on that, definitely. Councilmember Feliz.
Congratulations, Councilmember Hanif. Thank you for your work on this very important issue. I probably vote aye on all the bills.
Thank you. De La Rosa.
Aye on all, and I too want to congratulate the colleagues on this important package of legislation.
Thank you. Schulman.
Aye on all, and I join everyone in congratulating all of my colleagues on their hard work on these bills.
Thank you. Councilmember.
You kind of cut off. That was why.
Clerk, could you please call the next council member?
Sorry, Councilmember Carr.
With congratulations to all the bill sponsors, I vote aye on all.
Thank you. By a vote of 9 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative, and no abstentions, both items have been adopted by the committee. Madam Chair, that is a full committee. You can close at your convenience.
Congratulations to all, and we all move forward towards a safer New York City. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
And now, end our meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Tomorrow.